Everyone, this is Matthew Brandon. I'm doing a book review on Cinder, which is probably one of the best books I've read recently. And I've read a lot of books recently. I didn't have internet access, so I've just been blazing through books. Anyway, it's by Marissa Meyer, and if you haven't heard of it, it's about a cyborg version of Cinderella. And when I heard that, I'm like, okay, not really that interested in it, but people kept saying it was a great book. So the main character, Cinder, to me, is what I imagine an empowering female role model is supposed to be. She's not like anti-feminine like the girl from Graceling that I've just read, but she's not obsessed with it either. You know, she's not helpless. And she's like far from helpless. She has regular human emotions. And I like that. When I first heard the premise and read the first page, I was turned off. And I didn't come back for a while. Cinderella, but she's a cyborg. I thought, okay, let me guess she loses her foot. And yes, that does happen, but it's a minor, predictable, and honestly, the Cinderella narrative, it holds this book back. It's forced, but I don't have as many issues with it as a lot of people. It only pops up like twice, maybe three times over the whole book. I mean, it's an overarching like theme, but it doesn't really poke its head into the story very much, which is surprising. The other downsides are it's predictable and it has a few I can't tell you. You have to wait until blank moments. You know, the secrets in the oh I did this to protect you, some other crap. And anyway, I hate plots that move along with this, seemingly pointless secrets. But this I give a little forgivable because you mostly know them already yourself when it's going on. Like you know the secret. It's just irritating that that's the secrets are what's moving the plot along. My biggest issue really is that it has a giant cliffhanger at the end. I mean, it ends with a big cliffhanger. It's like a movie just got wrapped up in the middle of, like, just right in the middle of the movie, they just cut it off because you feel like you should keep going on. But there's multiple books in this series, and I guess this was their way of making you jump to the next book. But I think it was a little bit too much of a cliffhanger for me, just personally. Other than that, it's a great book. I love the overarching theme. Really, what it is there's a plague going on in this book, and they're more concerned with another race or nation attacking this nation, but this nation's from the moon. It's sci-fi, but it's not. It's very grounded, even though there's moon people. It's a very grounded sci-fi so far because I'm not a very big on intergalactic you know what I mean. I'm not very big on intergalactic stuff. Why can't I say that word? Intergalactic sci-fi. I'm not big on that. I'm not big on Star Wars. I like the Star Wars movies, but I'm not huge on those spaceships flying and shooting. I'm not big on Star Trek. I'm not big on things like that. This is a little more fantasy element to it than the sci-fi. So it's very in the middle, almost like a fantasy steampunk kind of. But futuristic, maybe post-apocalyptic. I don't know. It doesn't. Those things don't poke themselves too much into the story. Just imagine more like RoboCop with the bad guys being from the moon. That's about the best way I can put it. So check this book out. I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. I really the big point off for me is the cliffhanger. But other than that, if you can live with a cliffhanger, if you're going to read the other books in the series, because they're all mostly out by now, if that doesn't bother you, then that's a 9.5 out of 10. But cliffhanger, 8.5 out of 10. Hope you enjoyed the review. Check you later.